Hello everybody! I started writing a blog post because I wanted to show you some of the stuff that I'm making lately, and it turned into a really long post and one that didn't really show everything that I wanted to show it, so I thought I'd do a video instead. I haven't been doing a lot of textile work simply because it's like the gates of hell are open in my studio. It's so hot in there, I cannot stand it. So a couple weeks ago I decided I just needed to make stuff, and I hauled a bunch of sketchbook and paper and decided to start really exploring paper collage because that's something I've dabbled in but not done a lot of. So this is what I have going on. This is a Moleskine, probably don't say it right, but it's a pre-made accordion journal. Found it when I was cleaning, which is kind of cool because you know cleaning your studio is like Christmas. So it's accordion and it just keeps on going. So the thing I like about this little guy is it's really compact and I can take it with me in my bag, work on it, you know, for a couple minutes on my lunch break or if I'm at an appointment. And I have a lot of pages that are still blank, but I have a few different things. A nerdy girl. These are coffee filters. All of this paper is an old typing manual. I like the paper because it sounds weird because of the way it bleeds. When the ink gets into it, it's kind of cool. So I'm just kind of putting odds and ends in here, and a lot of this stuff is coming from junk mail that I've been getting, and it irritates me because there's so much of it. These are from screen prints I did when Kate and I took a class at Ocelot Print Shop in Detroit, which is a very cool place. A little bit of Twisted Sense of Humor, some Venus flytraps fishing. Another coffee filter. I use a percolator for my coffee, so I've saved a bunch of them. And of course, coffee cup. Some abstract. Just some of the patterns. I did that pattern a day for, geez, I think I did over 200 of them. I meant to do 500, but didn't make it. But this is one of them. I just translated it into here. And then I've also added, just started adding, oopsie, a little bit of stitching. Because I like to stitch on paper. And, you know, half the projects in my new book, The Hand Stitched Surface, are paper projects. So it's something I really enjoy doing, and I think it adds a lot of unexpected. If you want to see how it looks on the back, it's just sort of on there. I don't know. I like it. But this one has no agenda. It's going to be a very slow work in progress. It lives in my bag. So that's that. Just kind of push that. I also have, I get I get a product every month as a monthly subscription, and these little cardboard pieces come in it. And as soon as Art Brain saw them, we thought, we can definitely do something with those. So I have a stack of these now. I decided to use them as a base for collages. I call this one Geek Girls Rule the World because we kind of do. I still want to do a little something in this corner. It's not quite there, but she's pretty close, and I've been working on her little by little. And then I wanted to do some abstract work because that's my first love is abstraction. And so what I've been doing with almost every other piece that you're going to see now is I've been using cursive handwriting as a way to define like abstract patterns. So this is all ink, different markers, and I'll show you the ones that I've been using. And then this is indigo dyed paper. And this one was just an experiment to see if I liked how it came out, and I did. So I kept going. And I have this one. It's not done. This is a little too bright and needs something else. I don't know, but so when I can't figure something out, I just leave it until all of a sudden it hits me. So this is in the still needs more work pile, but you know, it's kind of fun and it's kind of interesting. And the Copic markers are, excuse me, absolutely incredible for creating layers of color. I'm having a really good time with that. And I like working on chipboard colored, cardboard colored, because it changes, it alters the color so much. And I'm an earth tone girl, so I really like that. And then I found this when I was cleaning too. It's a miracle that I cleaned, and I'm going to do it more often because it seems like I just magically have sketchbooks appear. I love the shape of it. And let me try to get, there we go. Okay, so since it's white paper, obviously I'm not getting distortion of the colors anymore like I did on the cardboard. But this was just, I want you to look at those tiny little, like these little lines here. This is 0.1 millimeter Faber Castell pen, and I can't express how much I love it. For a detail pen, it's absolutely wonderful. So this has some paper collage, and then it's got writing, and I really liked this, and I'm not going to do anything else to it. But then I decided that I wanted to just go crazy, and I made this one, which is just totally manic, but I love it. There's just so much going on, it's insane. So I'm just going to pull it closer so you can get a closer look at some of it. I just love adding tons and tons and tons of detail. And there's the writing again to create the different negative spaces of abstraction. So that's this one. And then I decided to keep going. And I have this one. This was a very common shape that I used when I did the pattern a day. And this right here, a buddy of mine was cleaning out his mother's basement. She has a ton of magazines, Good Housekeeping from the 60s. So he brought me some, and that's where she came from. Oddly enough, I am completely happy with the way this is, and I don't plan to add more detail. So in a way, this is how I do minimalism, which is kind of funny. But the Copic markers are a dream. And the other marker that I really like to use is the Faber Castell, the big brushes. These guys are just awesome. I only have 3 colors. I need to get some more. But here's a close-up of this, and I'm calling it done. And then the last one I have to show you is, a lot of people know I'm a plant hoarder, and I love carnivore plants. I think they are oddly beautiful, so I did some more Venus flytraps, and this shocked lady image came out of one of the old magazines from the 60s. But just lots and lots more layering and coloring and detail work, and I think this one, I think I'm not going to do anything else with this one. I'm happy with how it looks right now. So that's the whole thing, and she's like, oh, Venus flytraps, you know. So real quick, because it's getting a little long, but I love Copics. They are costly, but they are worth the cost. You can shade, you can do all kinds of things. I have 2 types. I have a set of 72, and this does not want to focus. There we go. These ones have a brush end, which is kind of nice because it's sort of like painting. And then the ones that I have in a set, this end is a chisel, and on both of them they have, oh I'm sorry, this one's a chisel and a brush. On the other ones that I have, it's like a finer point. These are the Faber Castell. I should learn how to say it. I bought these as a set. These are their big brush markers. Love them. Love how they go on. Love how the ink lays. Love that I can layer it. So those, you guys suggested this Signo Uniball for the white. That's what all this white detailing is. It's a paint gel pen and it's fantastic. I've already used up 2. I'm going to need to take out stock in the company. And then this is the Faber Castell Pitt pen, which is 0.1 millimeters. And I'm just going to show you real quick how thin it is when it writes. So it's very, 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 very fine. And I like their ink a lot. So that's what I'm doing. And, you know, for many years I've been doing different projects that were either commissioned, so the artwork was already sold, or it was for a book or magazine article or something that I couldn't show. And I kind of have forgotten what it's like to just make art just because. And that's not a complaint, because I love everything that I've done. And I hope to soon again design another fabric line, because I absolutely adore doing it and I'd like to do some more. But for right now, I'm just going to make stuff. And I think I want to concentrate on filling this as much as I can, because I'm really loving making these layered types of pictures. So that's what I've been up to. And thanks for listening, and I will see you around online. Have a good one.